All right, let's have a little Sunday coffee, guys. Good morning. Good morning. Who's in the back there? Let me lower this volume there. Good morning. Ding, ding, ding. All right, let's get rid of you, Herb Alpert. You're out. You're out. You're done. You're out. Let's go with my anthem here, and then we'll get right into conversation. We'll get right into content. Couple of 3 things to go over. Some bullet points. Machiavelli, Abbott and Costello from New Jersey. First things first. Settle in. Grab that coffee. Hopefully you can hear me back there. I'm not talking to myself like a Mama Lugetta. Hopefully you can hear me back there. And we're just going to chill. We're going to chill. We're going to chat. It's Sunday morning at the social club. Come on in. Come on. Settle in, guys. Nice and smooth. Our new anthem is playing.
Same old stool, same old chrome and shattered.
Not your style today, baby.
Coat on the hook like it doesn't even matter.
DJ, can you hear me back there? Hey,
Door swings wide and the night just steps aside when that first cup smiles at me. Morning brew at Tommy Stigs, where the troubles come in small.
No, you can't hear me.
And the dreams pour out in big. Sugar on the counter, laughs floating over the rugged. Life feels large and lovely from a little porcelain mug. Frank on the box, humming low in the corner.
Can you hear me? Nobody's answering.
Steam writes my name on the glass by the order. Jokes with the boss about yesterday's close call.
Oh yeah, you can.
He says,
okay.
"Kid, you made it. You're here.
You made it.
That's all.
You made it. You're here. That's all, baby."
Morning brew at Tommy Stigs, where the worries shrink to crumbs.
You don't feel good
On the
after
plate beside the
Morning.
big stories in the
Okay,
sunlight,
thank you.
stirring slow with every shrug. Yeah, life feels large and lovely from a little porcelain
Of course, I
mug
hate you. Thank you so much.
out on the avenue. They chase their noon. I got time on a spoon and a second cup too. Oh yeah, if the world goes fast, let it pass, let it spin. I'll be right here where my day begins.
They begin right here every day.
Morning brew at Tommy Stigs, where the city takes a breath and the heart learns gentle gigs, quiet conversation, and a wink, a nod, a shrug. Yeah, life feels large and lovely from a little porcelain mug.
Love it.
Just me and my view, and that first sip, cool and new. Another beautiful day coming up from a little porcelain cup.
That's it. It all comes from a porcelain cup. Thumbs up on the audio if you don't mind. I would appreciate a little thumbs up on the audio. Let me take out the background noise, and that is canceled. We should be good to go, guys. We should be good to go. Thumbs up, thumbs down. I'm sipping this coffee. It's wonderful. Yes. You can hear me? Okay, thank you. Okay, we're good. Thank you, thank you. It's a bit muffled. All right. It's a bit muffled. Well, I can't really change it, so it's going to be what it's going to be. Let me hear myself. It's a bit muffled. Well, I can't really change it, so it's going to be what it's going to be. Let me hear myself. Well, I hear myself on my external device. It sounds decent, Donna. So we're okay. We're okay. We should be good. We should be good, guys. Okay, hold on a minute. Let me take off the thing on the bottom. Hold on. Banners. 102nd consecutive coffee talks here at the Social Club. What? What did you say? Madon. Okay, coffee up. Strong coffee today, guys. Yeah. Huh? It's positive and complimentary, I'm assuming, Octavia Grace. That's what I'm assuming. It's positive and complimentary because that's all that is allowed here. So you know that anyway. You know, it goes without saying. Complimentary and positive and things like that. We don't do negative over here. I did see a request, of course. Octavia Grace, of course I see you. I see you. I always see you. You. All right. What do we got today? We're going to talk Abbott and Costello. You like to watch? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Donna. Thank you. Appreciate that. My personal opinion, this is just an opinion. Every time you go on your show, not you, every time me, I don't want to speak for anybody else. I feel that it should be your first impression at every time. Every time you push this button, every time I push this button, I feel I'm being introduced to you for the first time. Now, any moment that you come in here is going to be a first impression because people come in through the algorithms, this and that, this, who knows how they find it, but they find it. And any moment that they come in, you want it to be a moment that will capture their attention. Intellectually, I lack that, but intellectually, visually, all those things that are a first impression on anybody. I personally feel that when you open up this thing, you should be greeted with, how do you say it? Just as if it's a first date, guys. In my opinion. I don't push my opinions on anybody else. I don't care what you wear. I don't care what you do. It's not a compliment on my watch. I just feel that if you're going to do something like this and you are on camera, you should look your best. You don't need to wear a three-piece suit, this, that, the other thing. That's okay. But you should look nice, presentable. Because we said it last week, you got about 20 seconds to grab whoever comes your way and hope that they may come back. You got about 20 seconds. So you got to be going and going and going. Now, I go against all recommendations of how to retain a person, how to get them in 20 seconds. I play music, I curse a little bit, but appearance-wise, I try to be as if I'm meeting you on the first date and you're opening the door right now. Right now. You just opened up the door. I am the man that's picking you up on our first date. I want to look presentable, clean cut, shaved twice a day sometimes. Hair clean, nice, as best that I can be, 24/7. Donnie, you took me right off track. And that's what we do here. ALV likes Abbott and Costello. I've never watched one Abbott and Costello, so I have no idea what I'm getting into. It was requested by somebody. All of these things are requests from somebody. I don't know who's on first, this and that. I don't know. I've heard about it. First opinion is someone that lasts. First opinion of someone is one that lasts forever. Yeah. I know nothing about Abbott Costello. They're from our area over here, but I know nothing about them. They were great, Zelda says. I don't know. I couldn't tell you. Pete, how is your knee? How is your knee holding up? You don't mind either way, Stigs felt as long as it's positive. Octavia, but you know my platform. I'm just speaking in general, so to speak. It is only positive here. There's no, we don't get into on panels talking about other people, this, that, the other thing. So you know how the social club runs, because just like I said, in 20 seconds, you have to capture the crowd. And that means from start to finish. What do you mean Operation May 1st? You got a new one. Who's that? Sorcelli? Aren't you hunting? I don't know. I'll see, Bambi, when I go into the data. Yeah. I'll see when I go into the data. We'll see in a minute. Once I read it, you're going fishing, hunting, whatever the hell you're doing. I guess my son's going to start shark fishing now. It's that time now. Yes. Yes. Wow. Well, let's get into the data before we crucify these guys. I thought you had it. All right. You changed Thursday's show. Delamar requested Neil Young for the 16th. Let me check that. Are you sure about that? Sammy Davis, nice. Wait. Is Joe Dell's birthday the 16th? Hold on a minute. Neil Young. Let me text myself. Hold on a minute. Neil Young on the 16th for Joey Dell. Is that his birthday? Talk to me. I don't know how I look right now because I can't see. Wait, hold on a minute. Back up, CG2. Your birthday is the 16th? And who requested? Oh, you guys are all over the place. Can we pause a minute? The ADHD is kicking in right now. Your birthday is on the 16th. CG2. I got that. What are you talking Joey Dell, though? And why Neil Young? You want Neil Young on your birthday because it's your favorite? I got all of that. That's probably in my spreadsheet already. Because when a birthday comes my way, I try to load it in if I can. Are you requesting Neil Young? Do you like Neil Young, or did the Honorable Joey Dell request it for your birthday? You look marvelous. All right. I got to try and change that now. You got me. Thank you for being the show programmer. You, CG2. Okay. Who do I have up for this? Joey Dell did it for me. For my cinnamon girl name. Oh, wow. Okay. All right. Yes, I'm going to talk about that, I guess. Okay. I got you, CG2. Who do we have up right now, though, by mistake? I love this social club. Man, it's amazing. Okay, we are about, let me talk to you here. We're about $20 away from our, from breaking last month's record on, we're $20 away from breaking last month's income, so to speak, in donations, not views, in donations. So I guess I will put it up as requested by some of you. I will put up the goal. Maybe when we hit that goal, I'll take it back down. I just follow your lead. Again, I don't even care. But it's nice. All right. I got a couple of 3 things I want to go over. Let's go out to Maspeth, Queens for a minute, real quick. We'll go out to Maspeth, Queens, because that is where Mondavi, I believe, is talking about his 100 days in office. Not sure when that is. Hello, Bill C. Of course, I got you. I got you. All right. I love it, CG2. I love it. So we do have the goal up. If anybody wants to kick in a little boost, you do what you feel. That's totally up to you guys. Oh, somebody just sent me a cash app. Big Bones, my man, with a little cash app this morning. Thank you, pal. Thank you, Big Bones. It is appreciated. Do I look like I am at peace, typically? Look at the screen right now. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me now, right now. Do I look like I am at peace overall in my life? Do I look like I have pent up anger? Do I look like I'm stressing? What's your thoughts when you're looking at me right now? Quick thought. He's got his shit together. He's a mess. What is it? They don't always come in, Adam. They just donate. Yeah. Yeah. You're always respectful, you. Absolutely at peace. Very much, Tommy. You look at peace with yourself. Wow. Wow. Good observations. Serenity prayer right here, Octavia Grace. We live by it. I had this discussion last night, Octavia. No, you look calm. All right. That's the way you're supposed to look at all times. I personally have been trained to never show how I actually am thinking, what my motives are, what my next move is. I have been personally trained and is embedded in my brain to move this way. Don't be readable, be stoic. You may think you're reading me, but you're not. That's just the way it works. It's the way I've been trained to be, stoic. I did not know this until Gerard explained it to me. Stigs, you're stoic. I can't understand how you do it. Senior Senator Gerard, I just do it. Until me and Spataro get a little bit, oh yeah, that's right, Bill C. I'll give you that. Yeah, Cash App. Yeah. They don't necessarily, people donate that don't come here. You guys don't realize. I get nice donations in the background. That's on the Cash App. Look calm. All right. Until me and Spataro, Bill C. You know it. Let's talk a little Abbott and Costello. What crazy people are hanging out with me on a Sunday morning? How are you getting people to come here on a Sunday morning, spend time with you? I got to check out Hey Teacher after this. I was out late last night, so it was a long, late night. That's what I do on Saturday nights. I was with a guy last night that looked perfectly healthy. Wait a minute. I ran into an old friend last night. Ran into a Belleville guy last night, right? Belleville, New Jersey. It's a Belleville thing you wouldn't understand. So I run into a Belleville guy last night. I said, "Cuz, you look good. You look good. I gotta give you compliments. Stigs, I died fucking 4 times already. I have 11 stents. You have what? I have 11 stents in my body. The fuck? What? How? How is that? The perception and the reality of an individual, you just don't know it. I said, listen, let's joke a little. If you die tomorrow, you're going to look fucking great at the wake. You're going to look amazing because there's no suffering. You look great. 11 stents. You know what I mean? You are you're a cough away from going in a fucking funeral. I said, well, if you die now, you're going to look good. Your hair's on point. You got a little gray, a little dark. You're looking sharp. Your weight is down. And we laugh because that's what we do. We laugh. That's what old friends do, laugh. 11 stents. Pete, you never know. Looks are deceiving, right? The healthiest looking guy drops dead. The out of shape guy, the out of shape looking guy lives until 80. It's unreal, man. It's just crazy. 11 stents. He's got to open blockages. A stent, not stint. I'm saying it with my New Jersey. Apparently, I have a New Jersey accent. Donna, I apologize. Not stint, stents. A stent is a ditch that opens up your arteries and it gets the blood flowing. I said, what do you mean? Well, I was tired, but then. And what are you going to do? CG2, he's still alive. He's got a cat has 9 lives. This guy has had 11 already. So I guess he's doing all right. Guys, if you're watching this morning, we laughed our asses off. Yeah. Yeah, you don't know. Yes, yeah, they open up blockages. My dad is currently in the ICU because of sepsis from a stent from a kidney stone. My mother had the sepsis. Took her 2 years to die from it. Usually, God forbid, sepsis, it's a Mama Stigs beat it, but it's a tough one to beat. Sepsis is a tough one to beat. Yeah. All right. Well, prayers out, Bambi, to your pop. Osada, Donna, what were you saying about Osada? He got blocked this morning. Osada, are you here? Maybe he put it in the group text. Osada, I'm good with the opening, Donna. Then the political stuff and all that, I'm lost. So I go listen to the news or watch Sports Center or some shit. He takes me to another level. You have 2 for 20 years, Polak, and you look good. They opened his arteries with a box of penne. Thank you for the donation this morning, Big Bones. Appreciate it. Yeah. Abbott and Costello, my favorites. Okay, Patty, I'm glad you got here before we started. Great to see you, Patty, this morning. He played the movie too. You can't. There's certain things you can't play. That's why I'm careful. I want to play a little bit, not get blocked. And if we get to it, yeah. Well, wow, it means ALV looks forward to my content. He'll never admit it. How do you like that, Patty? It looks like ALV kind of likes what I do over here and has never said it. How do you like that? He just said it without saying it. Yes, son of a bitch. He wants me to get to it. He just wants to know what kind of misinformation I'm going to give him because I have no fucking idea who Joe Abbott and Abbott Costello are. I have no fucking clue who these guys are. I know they were on TV in black and white talking about who's on the first. Oh, well, some people like the babbling, AOV. And your 7 Deadly Sins thing, some reason it got cut off. It doesn't play it entirely. So, shut up. Whatever his name is. How do I know his name, Patty? I don't know Abbott and Costello. I don't know Abbott and Costello. Joe Abbott? What's his name? Joe from Patterson? I don't know. We're going to see. I'm going to look. Hello, Dr. Crutch. I got no clue. His name is Joe. His name could be Frank, Fred, Sal. I don't know. I'm going to look in a minute. I have no idea what I'm doing. Well, I need the whole thing. I'm starting Wednesday to Mortal Sins, you sick bastard. What's the matter with you? He sends a sample. I'm looking to load it into my program as a sample. Pete, I don't know these guys. Lou. Oh, and Bud Abbott. Oh, okay. Okay, thank you. I don't know. You know what? Why would you do something like that? You know what that's like? A sample? A sample? That's like your girl rubbing it till it gets hard and then she leaves the room. Let's get into Abbott and Costello right now. We're going to talk Abbott and Costello. Everybody, settle in, get ready. I have no idea what I'm doing, what Abbott and Costello are about, but warm up that coffee. Here we go.
It's the Tommy Stigs Show in 3, 2, 1.
Good morning. Welcome to Tommy Stigs Social Club. The coffee is hot. Episode 102 for 2026. That makes us how many consecutive? 365 plus 102. I don't know how to do the math. 400 and your sister's ass later. We are every single day you have seen me here. There was only 3 days that I did a pre-record coming into here. One of them was with Larry Rolla. One of them was with Donna's Doing It. And another one was with ALV, Todd Father, Asada, and Tiendu. But they still logged on at 7 o'clock. So here we are, 467 consecutive Coffee Talks. Gary, if you're watching out there, my man, good morning to you. I was made aware that you do watch a little bit, Gary. So blessings to you and your lovely wife. If you're watching, there's many people that watch that don't comment, and that's quite all right. My friend says Gary gets a kick out of you. Gary, can't wait to spend some time with you down the shore, my man, in the summer. We'll be down there with you. We'll be in Wildwood, Gary, with you. I think the same time as you. All right, listen. Fun facts about Abbott and Costello. They met Frankenstein. I don't know. I never watched Frankenstein. Okay, Abbott and Costello. Here we go. Let's go here. Let's put this on the screen, and I will get off the screen. Abbott and Costello. Here are some fun facts about the legendary two-man act, Lou Abbott and his cousin Costello. All right, Abbott and Costello were one of the most popular and influential comedy teams of the 20th century, dominating vaudeville, radio, film, and television in the 40s and 50s. Listen, I got to say, the 1940s and 50s. Because believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen, we're coming up to the 2030s, 40s, and 50s. Do you understand? You have to now add the 19. You can't say in the 20s. We're already almost out of the next century of the 20s. Did you hear me? So they were big in the 1940s and 50s. Here are some fun facts, interesting facts about this crazy duo from North Jersey. Who's on first? Whatever that means. Who's on first? Okay, 15,000 performances. The pair estimated they performed their signature Who's on First sketch at least 15,000 times over 8 years. You want to do the math? You want to do the math? 15,000 in 8 years. Baseball Hall of Fame honor. A gold record of the Who's on First routine is on permanent display at the Baseball Hall of Fame in Cooperstown. That is beautiful. It's Cooperstown, New York. That's where the Baseball Hall of Fame is, Adam Cavoursier. Okay, what else we got? They are among a few non-baseball persons. There's only a few. 15,000 in 8 years, AOV. I don't know how many that comes to a year. They are one of a few that are not actual baseball players. Hello, Osada. I'm not an educator. I have no idea what I am doing right now, you. And let me get this starting off because we have already started and I forgot to change that because your big mouth has me thinking about other things. All right. Yes. Okay, so I don't give a damn. In most versions, Costello asks, what's the guy's name on third to avoid saying, I don't give a damn. However, in a special USO performance for President Franklin D. Roosevelt, Costello did say the line, which was a major highlight. Okay, behind the scenes of the duo, not the original partner, Bud Abbott wasn't Lou Costello's first straight man. They teamed up in 1936 only after Costello's regular partner became ill. 60-40 split. At Costello's insistence, they split their earnings 60-40 in favor of Abbott because Costello believed comics are a dime a dozen, but good straight men are hard to find. Okay, that's a respectful man. Yes. The Hey Abbott line, Lou's famous cry of Hey Abbott, was a trademark line used whenever he was in trouble in their films, even when playing characters with different names. A permanent chill. In 1945, a rift developed between, okay, here we go. A rift developed when Abbott hired a maid who had been fired by Costello. The two didn't speak to each other except while performing for some time. So the show must go on even though there was a rift. I like it. I like it. Personal lives. Listen to me now. We're going into some personal lives and health. And now we're going to dip into personal lives. Let me have another sip of coffee. All right, let's go. All right, let's get back into it. Let me read. I'm not really reading the chat that much, so let's go. Let's go. Okay, personal lives and health. Boxing beginnings. Lou Costello was an amateur boxer in Paterson, New Jersey, fighting under the name Lou King. He reportedly won 32 straight fights before being knocked out, which ended his boxing career. Holy moly. 32 wins. He got knocked out once and he threw the towel in. Come on. Epilepsy and alcoholism. Oh, man. Bud Abbott suffered from epilepsy and began drinking heavily to manage the fear of having a seizure on stage. Tragic timing. Hold on a minute. Tragic timing. In 1943, on the same day Lou Costello returned to the radio after a bout with rheumatic fever, his infant son, Butch, drowned in the family pool. Costello famously went on with the show saying, wherever he is tonight, I want him to hear me, before passing out afterwards. Oh, no. His son drowned in a pool. His son died. Infant son. Oh my God. That's terrible. Oh, that's terrible. Film and TV fun facts. War effort. Okay, Giants. In 1942, they toured 78 cities in 34 days, selling $85 million in war bonds, about $1.4 billion worth of war bonds in today's cash, today's money. Monster meeting. They met almost every major universal monster: Frankenstein, Dracula, the Wolfman, and the Dummy in their movies. Cartoon caricatures. Warner Brothers parodied them in the 40s as Babbitt and Costello in cartoons, one of which, A Tale from Two Kitties, introduced Tweety Bird. The Munster Mansion. The house used in the Abbott and Costello show is the same set as 1313 Mockingbird Lane from the Munsters. Wow, pretty cool. Patterson homage. Costello mentioned his hometown of Patterson, New Jersey, in almost every one of his films. Jerry Seinfeld's influence. Jerry Seinfeld is a massive fan, citing that Abbott and Costello were an inspiration for his own sitcom. Wow. The 30-Foot Bride. Lou Costello's last film was a solo effort titled The 30-Foot Bride of Candy Rock, released shortly after his death in 1959. Jersey statue. He is Jersey through and through. He is Jersey through and through. In Memorial Park in Patterson, New Jersey, there is a statue of Lou Costello in bronze. Sad facts about Abbott and Costello. The partnership of Abbott and Costello, while defining comedy in the 1940s, was shadowed by significant personal tragedy, health struggles, financial ruin, and a strained relationship. You see, here's where. But we still got flowers, right? So far, we got flowers. I think. Yeah, I think we still got flowers. What do you think, Adam? So far, flowers? Here are the saddest facts about Abbott and Costello. The tragic death of Costello's son on November 4th, 1943, the same day Lou Costello returned to radio after a long illness. His one-year-old son, Lou Jr., a.k.a. Butch, drowned in the family swimming pool. Wow. Costello had to perform his radio show live just hours after learning of his son's death, delivering laughter while in deep mourning. That is a showman. Abbott's alcoholism and epilepsy. He was diagnosed with epilepsy, and we said that before. He was an alcoholic. The chill we got. A feud over the maid we got. Gambling and financial ruin. Let's go now. Let's go now. I still see no misdeeds, no wrongdoings from these gentlemen. I could be wrong. I don't know what's up next, Polak. Adam, I have no idea, hey teacher, where I'm going next. We don't know what there's going to be, Patty Daly. Hold the flowers in the pot, and let's just see what happens, Octavia Grace. Gambling and financial ruin. Both were heavy gamblers and free spenders. By the late 50s, the IRS demanded massive amounts of back taxes, forcing them to sell their homes, assets, and the rights to their own movies. Premature death of Costello. Lou Costello died of a heart attack on March 3rd, 1959, just 3 days before his 53rd birthday. Abbott's heartbreaking reaction. Upon hearing of Costello's death, Bud Abbott, despite their strained relationship, was deeply affected, telling friends, "My heart is broken. I've lost the best pal anyone has ever had." Failed comebacks and ill health. After splitting in 1957, Abbott tried to work with a new partner, Candy Candido, but stopped, saying no one could ever live up to Lou. Abbott spent his final years dealing with cancer, strokes, and poverty. Okay? I'm going with flowers. I got to go with the flowers. You can disagree. I'm going with flowers, I think. I think it's only right. I think it's only right. This is just my opinion here. Okay? I think he needs flowers. So Abbott and Costello is our spotlight this morning. I'm going to go with thumbs up on the flower situation. I don't know. Dr. Crutch, I mean, can you imagine? Every day after losing a one-year-old son? CG2 says yes for the flowers. All right. So we're going with flowers. Flowers for Abbott and Costello. What do you want me to say, Osana? There, just thank you, but it's just some of these are Osada, a lot of things we do touch on, unfortunately, these people get gripped by vices. And as many, they could have gone off into the sunset wealthy, content, quiet, if they just didn't get involved in the gambling and the alcoholism. And how does a 1-year-old get into the pool? God forbid. How does a 1-year-old get into a pool, Osada? How does this happen? Nobody's watching? This is the stuff, Lopez, that bugs me out. Let me warm up the coffee a little bit. This is the stuff that bugs me out. So I don't know. What's the question mark for Joey Dell? What am I missing? Lou's daughter, Chris Costello, has done many interviews and bios about her dad. Okay. You guys are very well versed. I got to tell you. Who can disagree with that, right, Polak? Yeah. David, good morning from Donna's doing it. Fell out of a window. Tell me, if you don't watch the movie, you should pull up just a scene where he finds his face. Never. I can't. Well, tell me back in the day they didn't have this. Yes. Yeah, tell me back. It's true. It's true. It's true. It's true. You're right. I agree. Very sad. Ah, you see? Patty knows the story. A true Jersey girl right here. The nanny was supposed to be watching and left the gate open. So was that the maid or the nanny that the other one hired later on in life? Well, how do you can't deny these guys flowers. He admitted a lot of things today without admitting it, you. He admitted he's here for the content, which I guess he likes the way I deliver stuff. He's never said it. Only criticisms from AOV and Thing Do. There's never a compliment. It's always a criticism. So he caught himself today, Joey Dell. We got him good. He complimented on the content, and he's agreeing with me today. We got him. We got him. Now, if we can get Thing Do to compliment one time only, we'll be good. Instead of calling me a degenerate that never worked a day in my life. Of course you do, Octavia Grace. We got him, Joey Dell. We got him good. Joey Dell, you were a topic of conversation. There you go. All right. There's nothing to be jealous of, though. There's nothing. I'm a failure over here. I'm a failure here. Octavia, before the Machiavelli minute or after the Machiavelli minute? What would you like me to do, Octavia Grace? Before I continue the show or after? My timestamp ends in 17 minutes. What would you like me to do, Miss Octavia Grace? You tell me. After? After the Catholic minute and everything? All right. Big Bones, let's see what we got here. David Lopez, Taylor, give me a break. Jen with No Filter and Gunsmoke the Don all. They are evidently subscribers. Thank you for that. And this is why nothing, I mean nothing, takes my attention away from Enzo 24/7. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Good job. Thank you. David, you got a membership. Who's that? Dirty Jersey? You're back, cuz. Good to see you. David got a membership. Joey Dell, you were a topic this morning brought up by CG2 that on the 16th I have to do Neil Young. I guess it's not in my spreadsheet. I don't know. I can't watch that. Thank you, Big Bones, for dropping that. Big Bones donating cash apps today and gifted memberships. They do never take your eyes off that baby boy. And how fortunate we are to get to see the videos of Enzo. Just to tell you. Just to be serious for 1 minute. We are very fortunate to be able to see the videos of Enzo. And I understand why he won't put them out. on regular. You have to understand, he's in a little bit of a different space on YouTube than me, and these people could come at him in a certain way. I'm not in that space over there. So I can understand Dean Deuce way. I don't have to worry about that shit over here. Nobody gives a fuck about me. Just a little guy over here. But some of the people he supports and this and that, he may get a little troll situation going on, and they're animals on here. No, it's not an open panel today. It's never an open panel. I'm in and I'm out. You're going to North Carolina. Beautiful. No, it's not an open panel today. And only positive is allowed here. So if anybody comes in here with negativity, and I don't care who it is, if you come on my panel with negativity, you're getting blocked. I don't go for that over here. This is not the gripe channel. I don't need gripes on my channel. I'm not interested in any of that garbage. Stony motherfucking Tony. No, it's not an open panel. You know that. I don't do drama here. I don't do nonsense here. I'm not interested in that. The chat's open. The panel's not. The panel is not ever. Yeah, that's really nice, isn't it, AOV? Yeah, that's... And then getting the puppy. Patty Daly has some great stuff going on. Happy to hear this. I said it's not an open panel. Do you not listen, Osada? You know what? You know what we're going to do right now? Here's what we're going to do right now. We're going to talk to Osada for a quick minute. You know what? You know what? The white walls are dirty. Clean them up first, and we'll talk later. Let me get into the Machiavelli minute. If there's a situation in negative, instead of continuing to compliment about it, create a solution. No problems, only solution is what I say. Yeah, I talk about the mob. What's the problem with that? That doesn't make it negative. Talk about the mob. Talk about the mob. Talk about life. Talk about health. Talk about wealth. Talk about a lot of things, but not in a drama way. Telling you to go fuck yourself is not drama. It's how I am. It shows how I am. Well, Octavia, you know how to act. You're a lady. I know that you would not come up here and bring drama. I know you know how to act. You're coming up here for something positive. You would never come up here and talk about other people and other channels and this and that. You will come up here and be respectful. Confused is fun. You know how fun it is to be confused, thing do? It's the best thing in the world. Being confused. I love it. I love being confused. I love having no idea what I'm doing. This is all positive. Confusion is perfection. Did you sing once? I don't know if you sang once. I just said create a solution. Stop complaining about whatever it is. Boom. You see what I'm talking about? Complaining is not allowed on this channel. I don't do it. I don't welcome it. I'm not interested in it. And I said again, you got 20 seconds to keep these people entertained. 20 seconds at any given moment. Anytime. 20 seconds. 20 seconds. 20 seconds. Yep. Yep. I never say that. I like when you talk. David Lopez, the comment of the day. Telling someone to go fuck themselves. It's not drama. It's just a recommendation. I love it. Pete, it's hysterical. Dave knows. Lopez, that is point on point right there. Okay, let me get into the Machiavelli minute right now. Everybody settle in. We are in chapter 25. 2 more days of Machiavelli and we are out. Hello, Sundance. You just got here for the sinister mind of Nicola Machiavelli on this Sunday morning, and I have no idea what it's going to be. Hang out, guys. Here we go.
Tommy Stigs explores the sinister mind of Nicola Machiavelli. Hot inside, where the cold truth cuts so carefully. Tommy Stigs explores the sinister mind of Niccolo Machiavelli.
All right, here we go. The sinister mind of Machiavelli is what Tommy Stigs is dipping into. Chapter 25 of The Prince. Machiavelli, pay attention. Shut up. Pay attention. Machiavelli argues that fortune controls half of humans' actions, but free will allows leaders to control the other half, comparing fortune to a destructive river that can be mitigated with preparation. A prince must be adaptable, aligning their methods with the times, as failure to change causes ruin. Key aspects of chapter 25 from the book The Prince by Niccolo Machiavelli. Key aspects: fortune versus free will. Machiavelli argues that fortune can be damaged. He advises that it is better to be bold and impetuous like a young man than cautious, as fortune is a woman who favors boldness. Adaptability. Success requires adapting one's methods to the spirit of the times. A ruler who is always cautious will fall if circumstances change and demand audacity, and vice versa. Italy's misfortune. Machiavelli blames the lack of preparation, failure to build dams, for Italy's ruin, pointing to a lack of strong military infrastructure compared to nations like Germany, Spain, and France. Metaphor of the river. He compares fortune to a violent, flooding river that can destroy landscapes, but warns that men must use the calm times to prepare for its wrath. Oh, yes, you better believe it. In conclusion, Machiavelli asserts that a ruler must control their fate through proactive measures and an adequate nature rather than relying solely on luck. Beautiful, beautiful. I like it. I like the Machiavelli minute today. I'm not going to get into all the nuts and bolts about it. I feel he is right, in my opinion. Let's now go into the Catholic Minute for Sunday 4/12. Here we go. The Catholic Minute is up right now. Right now, settle in. Get your Bibles. Let's go into the Catholic Minute for April 12th.
He speaks of the blessed ones, faithful lives we've told for our heart. To mystes Catholic minute.
All right, here we go. Thank you, ALV, for that wonderful introduction to the Catholic Minute. We're going to keep on going with this, regardless if we repeat ourselves, because as we do these Catholic Minutes, even if they repeat themselves the following year, they may have a different, how do you say this? A different effect. Life changes daily for a lot of us, and we have seen time after time that, hey, teacher, some of these teachings, some of these Catholic Minutes, they do pertain to some people's lives. Now, they may not have a year before, but today they may in fact. Yes, they may in fact. Okay, here we go. The primary feast day for April 12th in the Catholic Church is Pope Saint Julius the First. Oh, okay. Who defended Saint Athanasius and fixed the date of Christmas as December 25th. Other notable commemorations include Saint Teresa of Andes, San Zeno of Verona, and Saint Joseph Mascati. Key saints blessed on April 12th. Pope Saint Julius the First, Pope from 337 to 352, is best known for his support of Saint Athanasius during the Arian controversy and for his role in establishing the Roman Church's structure and the date of Christmas. Nice. Santa Teresa of Andes, a Chilean Carmelite. She was a nun who died at the age of 20 in 1920. She is the first Chilean saint and is known for her joyous spirituality. Wow. Unbelievable. Saint Zeno of Verona, a 4th century bishop known for fighting Arianism, baptizing many, and promoting the consecrated life of women. Beautiful. We're doing good today, guys. Saint Joseph Mascati, a modern 20th century doctor known for providing free, dedicated medical care to the poor in Naples, Italy. You got a lot of saints today, guys. A lot of saints today, guys. Saint Alpharius, an 11th century Italian abbot who founded the monastery of Cava di Turini. Depending on the liturgical year, April 12th can sometimes fall near the Divine Mercy Sunday, the Sunday after Easter. All right, so there is your Catholic Minute today. A whole bunch of different saints today were noted, were talked about. So I don't know. Yeah, 10,000 saints. Oh, okay. So my basic searches may come up with a different one every time. I don't know if we have had any repetition yet. I am not sure if we have. If we have, hey, we have. If we have not, hey, we have not. And that's what it is. Yes, that's right. 30 Jersey. Yeah. Me too, Joey Dell. I didn't know that. So I guess that's why we're getting some repeats. I guess. Now, while we are, okay, who boxed? Abbott, 38 wins, 1 loss, and ended his career. Now, I got something about boxing real quick here. Check this out. See, I have a question. Can you drop the link for me, for my pals? Yes. I'm in the middle of doing the show, though. What do you want me to do here? You? Oh, can you drop the link for my pal? What link are you talking about? Show links? Yes, drop them. What do you mean? Here, let's go. Let's check this out here. Let's see what he says about boxing here. Let's see what he says about boxing right here. Here we go.
You miss most now that you're retired?
First, I'm not retired, and second, I don't miss a single darn thing. I'm doing exactly what I want to do.
But what about like commentating on boxing and things like that?
I gave up boxing Thanksgiving Day weekend of 1982. I had enough of that garbage.
Why? Was there one specific thing?
Well, there was a sequence of events at that point in time that I carefully delineated to your husband Edgar inside earlier on. Told him exactly what was wrong with it.
You want to tell me, or should I just ask Edgar tonight?
If you ask Edgar tonight, it will be the last time you'll ever see him again. I've told Edgar the truth. I just signed your book. You're running away with me.
Okay. Is there a Mrs. C that's going to be upset?
Only for 43 years. But in answer to your question, there were a sequence of events. First of all, a man who shouldn't have been allowed to fight his opponent was killed, Duk Koo Kim, by Bum Bum Mancini. Subsequent to that, a boy who was very dear to me, Alexis Aguayo, was almost killed, lay prostrate for 3 minutes on the canvas when knocked out by a man named Aaron Pryor at a time when, in my opinion, Alexis Aguayo should no longer be fighting. Subsequent to that, I had to call a fight, and I made up my mind during that fight, because it wasn't a fight, it was a mugging, that I had had quite enough. I had spent long years of my life testifying before various committees in the House and the Senate about boxing. I could never change it. The 3 networks want it, cable wants it, and the sports writers quite obviously want it. And confronted by that unholy alliance, I made my decision that I didn't want any part of it, and I'm proud of it. I think it's a terrible thing, what goes on in boxing in America.
What?
All right, so he left the boxing game. What are you going to do? That's the way it is. Real quick, let's do this Abbott and Costello thing right here before we get into a couple of other things. And here is the Abbott and Costello situation. I have a little video, Abbott and Costello. Let's see what this is about. I'm not sure.
Abbott and Costello, one of America's most famous comedy teams, rose to stardom in the 1940s with their fast-paced routines and brilliant timing. Bud Abbott, the straight man, and Lou Costello, the bumbling comic, first teamed up in vaudeville and burlesque before achieving massive success on radio, Broadway, and film. Their legendary Who's On First routine became a national sensation and remains one of the most iconic comedy sketches ever performed. Transitioning to film, they made 36 movies together, including hits like Buck Privates in 1941 and Abbott and Costello Meet Frankenstein in 1948. Their popularity soared during World War II, offering much-needed laughter to a weary public. Despite their success, tensions, and personal tragedies, particularly Costello's loss of his infant son, strained their partnership. They officially split in 1957. Lou Costello died shortly after, on March 3, 1959, from a heart attack at age 52. Bud Abbott lived longer, but struggled financially and passed away on April 24, 1974, at age 78. Though their era passed, Abbott and Costello's influence on comedy remains significant, and their work continues to entertain new generations of fans worldwide.
God bless them. I guess they did good. They did good, guys. Amazing. Amazing. All right, so I'm glad I found that little short. I will get a hit for that. Of course, I'll get a copyright hit for that. There's nothing I can do. As long as you don't get a block, we are good. Settle in, guys. We will be right. Octavia Grace has one of the best voices on YouTube. I will go with Octavia Grace. I will go with Octavia Grace. Oh, man. Octavia, hold on a minute. I got Octavia Grace. Who's the girl that Ralph was cursing at? What's her name? Fedora. JJ Fedora. And there's another one. We had three women with great voices. Octavia, beautiful voice. Tony the Night Owl. Tony the Night Owl. Yes, Octavia. Tony the Night Owl. Octavia Grace. And JJ Fedora. I used to love having them on panel. They were great. They were excellent. Okay, let me finish my content. Hold on, you. You're not going to interfere with my show. You know what, Stoney? You're about to go. You're about to get it, Stoney. Yeah, absolutely. She does have an incredible voice, man. I can't wait to hear Octavia talk. I love hearing Octavia talk. I really do. Hold on. Let me finish my thing over here. Let's do this here. See. Now, listen, you guys have to watch The Godfather. You're not watching Godfather. We spoke about this yesterday. ALV. Are you still here, ALV? Are you still here? Bambi comes in strong. Donna has a great voice. Bambi has an interesting voice. Donna has a voice that is very, very well spoken. See, Donna's voice, her words come out clearly. Small accent, maybe like a southern type of accent. Yeah, I miss JJ too. Yeah, JJ's around. What are you going to do? All right. Yes, your voice, you have a raspy voice. Yes. You have a raspy voice, Bambi, which I love that. I love that. You guys, you know what? You're all individuals. Let's talk about this here.
What about Sonny? What about Cicely?
I swore I would never break the peace.
But won't they take that as a sign of weakness?
It is a sign of weakness.
You gave your word that you wouldn't break the peace. I didn't give mine. You don't have to have any part. I take all responsibility.
We have a lot of time to talk about it now.
It's unbelievable. So who was Machiavelli like, AOV? Don Corleone? Or, no, I don't have to put you in the bathroom anymore. You're good. You cleaned the white walls today. Who would you go with? Is more Machiavelli like? Huh? I'm going to go with Michael as Machiavelli. Okay. Yeah, I'm thinking the same thing. I love it though. You made the promise. I didn't. I will take full responsibility. See, Don Corleone was in a different time in the life, Octavia Grace. A different time in the world. He was a diplomat, so to speak. Don Corleone was a diplomat, but very capable, obviously. But Michael Dadarian, are you still here? If you left, I apologize for not getting back to you. I was at Anthony Pooch's place last night. Are you here, Pete Rizzolo? I was with Pooch last night. The Godfather is not a true story, although it is relative to some aspects of that life at that time, Donna. It's not just a mobster story. In fact, it's not. It is and it's not. So the wonderful thing about Italians liking The Godfather is the cultural aspect, the familial aspect. It's the best movie ever made. Godfather 1, 2, and I absolutely love Godfather 3. So Donna, I would definitely take a look at it. You might enjoy it. Is it a true story? Well, some men, I could say yeah, I could say no. It's hard to say. It's a story about family and life. Yeah. Which is better, Godfather or Goodfellas? You can't relate the two. You're at Monopoly. Nice. Was Nikki in the kitchen last night, Pete? Did Nikki come out? Crazy Nikki. Was Cousin Sal there? Yes. Bambi does have a great voice. I love her raspy voice. It's an Italian cultural homage. I think you will love it. It is a novel. It's based on a book. That is correct, Sundance. Donna, I think you would love it. And then you can go watch our breakdown. No, he's not from Casino. Oh, it's Nikki from Bloomfield or Newark. It was quiet, huh? Around 9? It was quiet around 9. Yeah. Pete, people are making 6:30 reservations these days, Pete. People are going out earlier and earlier. Pooch's place was packed by 7 o'clock last night. I was in there 6:30 at my table. 6 of us at a table. He couldn't get out of the kitchen last night. He cooks every meal, you know. Anthony cooks every meal. He doesn't have anybody doing it for him. When something comes to your table, it was made with his hands. The characters are composites of real life people. The story itself is fictional. It's a masterpiece, Donna. Check it out. Check it out. Now look at these two here. These are from our culture. Look at this. Yes, Donna, please. I would recommend that you check it out. Look at these two guys from our culture. They were rough. They lived a rough life, these guys here.
The free, fresh, wild, no, what? Wind in her hair, life without care. She's broke, but that's old. Hates California. It's crowded and it's damp. That's why the lady is a tramp. It seems we stood and talked like this before we looked at each other and stayed with and the clothes you're wearing are the clothes that you wore. The smile you're smiling, and thought I can't remember where or when.
Tardy's in Tom's River. Did you ever go to my boy's place? Trattoria Giovanni, Dirty Jersey. Did you ever go over to Tom's River at my boy's place? Giovanni's? Hold on. Trattoria Giovanni. Originally from up north your way, and then parents moved down here for retirement. Interesting. Adam, I'm telling you, man, it's crazy. So Tardy's all right when I'm down there. Oh, nice. All right, let's do it. Where's the link here? Do I have it? Invite guests to the studio. You're going to go tonight? Pete, I got to tell you, my man, people are going out early. Pooch's place was packed at 6:30. I was at Lunello at 4 o'clock on Friday. They were getting a heavy crowd at 6 or 7. Yes. Well, we're going to wrap it up on Tuesday as we spotlight Albert Anastasia Polak. So we'll see. Yeah. Yeah. And we'll see. Yeah. Yes. I'm looking forward to Tuesday as we sum it up. We did a great job. Here you go. Please go check us out. Bunch of episodes on ALV's channel. See, I'm throwing to my car wash as I type. Very nice. Good for you. Excellent. All right, we're an hour and 15 minutes in. That's way too long. I do have some bullet points to go over. A Lucifer reference. I want to talk about a Lucifer reference from yesterday. Okay, I'm here, Octavia. The link is there for you. It's for Octavia. Yeah. I got it. I go out at 3 p.m. Home by 6:30. Pete, I'm sorry to tell you, everything has changed. Pete, our world has changed, my man. We're done. We're done. Yep. Octavia Grace, the link is there for you. And then we're out of here. What a great day with you guys this morning. This was fun. Oh, there's the lovely Octavia Grace. Hello there.
Hello.
Hold on, let me put my volume up. Wow.
Can you hear me?
I hear you perfectly. You guys can hear Octavia Grace? I love it.
Hi. Hi,
Hello.
everybody. Good morning. Isn't it so much better when we can hear voices? How are you, love?
You know what it is? People see us in the chat all the time, and other than content creators, so to speak, they don't know. And that's how things can get That's how
Yeah.
things can get twisted as sarcasm or serious. It's very hard
Are
until you see something like
lost in translation. And I mean, I haven't been up in 3 years because I got stage fright, so it's huge for me to come. But actually, I'm very comfortable. But I'm laughing. I'm like, I've signed the non-disclosure agreement to make sure I'm going to be positive. Okay. All right. So don't worry. So no, the thing is, I just wanted to talk about a couple of things because we are a fully inclusive club. Everybody who comes in, family is a big word, but I like the term of fully inclusive. And if there was ever any little issues that we could talk about them in a positive way. So I suppose I two observations my end. Can you hear me okay, or is it better if I take up better talking like that?
Oh, that's perfect.
Oh, okay. I have my earphones in, so no problem. That's great. So I guess for me, social club, I've said it before, you've raised us like your little children, but not, we've all grown up together really. And nearly 5 years in, we're very clear on what standards we want for the club. We don't even need to talk about them anymore. They just naturally happen, and they involve respect, integrity, and just a general sense of being kind to anyone who comes into the social club. All right, now something for me that I wanted to ask, I didn't want to ask behind the scenes because, to be quite honest, I don't know anyone behind the scenes. I don't know any phone numbers behind the scenes. So something that came up, I suppose, in the last 24 hours was somebody who was very, I would have called instrumental in our crew, called Sino. Sino Evil is no longer here. And from what I understand, by chance, by going to Donna's, or I can't remember, Tiendo's, there seems to be an issue. And I thought, I'm just going to come straight to Tommy and ask Stigs because he'll put me straight. And it's not for gossip. It's for genuine regard for Sino because I know him as long as I know you. And
Yes.
is everything okay? That's what I wanted to ask.
Well, with me, I'll always be okay. I have no enemies on here. He chooses not to come back here. I don't know what happened. All I did was something good for him. Go to his house, do a recording to get his podcast kicked off. I haven't heard from him in probably 2 months. I packed up my whole studio. I took a day off of work. I spent $30 in tolls. I went to his house. I did a couple of shoots with him. I don't think I ever did anything wrong to him. We're going to leave it at hold on. We're not going to introduce drama here, but I'm going to say I have no idea what happened.
No. And Stigs,
as far as
me.
Other people, that is their business. They can handle that in their way.
Absolutely. And I mean, I'm 48 years of age. I'm not into drama. You know that. It was more from the perspective of, no more than you or seeing Tienda or seeing one of the regular guys, just somebody that you grow to have regard for. And it genuinely was a question of, is everything okay? So I thought, I don't want to listen to the noise around it. I just wanted to ask you. So that was another thing, really. Beautiful. And then I suppose the other thing I want to talk about positively, if it's okay with you on Sunday, is, how do I, okay, I'll put the frame on me. How do I manage relations if there's somebody in the chat who has done me bad?
Very
because
simple.
Well, hang on. Okay, before you tell me, because is it a case of, because again, I don't want to be contacting anyone behind any scenes, but at the same time, when it's gone to a kind of level that, like, if you met that person in person, you'd have something to say. But what's your suggestion on that? Is it ignore?
Very simple. There's no ignoring. There's a block button right there. That person, you could block them from seeing you. You never even have to know that they are here.
Yeah, I mean, I have a bit more self-control than that. I think it's more about not being able to air it, but I wanted to again ask you about that. And outside of that, really, there might be little tiny issues. But I guess, I don't want to get into any trash talk. And I think you're the same, Stig. So when it starts, I tend to just either, go the other way or, and that's it. But outside of that, I wanted to hear your voice and see how you are. You're good?
Yes, you're one of
my favorites. Because when you're typing, it's very different, and you've definitely been there for me in the last few weeks. So thank you.
It's true. It's true. So in short, I'll sum it all up for you right now.
Yeah.
See, you know,
I mean, I
thing
could
I'm
go
not
on
sure
for
about
another
it.
hour, and yeah, we won't do that.
No evil thing. I'm not that sure about it. I'm not going to overthink it.
Okay.
As you know, I
Yeah,
am
yeah.
literally unaffectable. There's
I
nothing
know,
that
I
can
know that.
happen on here that can get an
Yeah,
effect on me. It just cannot
yeah.
happen. I'm built that way. That's number one. So
Hmm.
whatever. If they tell me go F myself, that's whatever. No problem. I move
Hmm.
along. You know me. I'm the
Yeah,
same every morning
absolutely.
when I push the button. I don't care about
Hmm.
this garbage. As
Hmm.
far as issues with other people, that is their business. That's not for my
Hmm.
platform. And as far as not wanting to be with any to see somebody specifically, but still be in the same space as them, not
Hmm.
specifically to the social
That's a
club,
majority,
in any
of
place.
course.
You go
Yeah,
right
yeah,
there. Listen, and Bambi
yeah.
just said it. You got the 3 buttons right there. You hit block, and you can still have an incredible time on YouTube. Use
Okay.
the
Well,
block button.
I'll use those 3 buttons then, Bambi.
Use
No
it.
problem. So come here to me. What are you doing for the rest of the weekend? You're good? Anything
Hanging out
nice today?
today. Yeah, hanging
Okay.
out today. Hmm.
Okay, but look, I can't see the chat when I'm up here,
Okay.
and I'm more comfortable there. So lovely to chat,
Yes,
Sigliano. You mean the world to me, and
I
I'll
love
chat
it.
to you soon.
All
What?
right. Serenity prayer. Ciao.
Oh, Saran, hey, hang on a second.
You
Dear
live by
life,
it.
grant us all the serenity to accept the things we cannot change, courage to change the things we can, and wisdom to know the difference. Amen. Just for today.
All right, Octavia. That was
Okay, my
great.
love. I'll see you
See you later.
later.
All right.
Bye,
Bye bye.
love.
The last time she was on a panel was me, Thindu. Wait. It was me, Thindu. Wait, maybe I'm wrong. It was Tony Silo, Octavia Grace, I think Thindu, and myself. It was on Thindu's panel. It was the last time we heard Octavia's voice. Thindu, is that correct? I would say, yeah, right? How long ago was that? A while ago. She said 3 years. I think she said 3 years. Is that right, Thindu? I think it was 3 years ago. That was great. I was in my car. Silo was probably where he is. You were obviously in your studio there. I'm going to say yes. If you could confirm that thing, do I think it was 3 years ago? She says 3 years ago. It was 3 years ago. Wow. Oh my God. You haven't been on a panel in 3 years. Wow. That's crazy. And we had a good conversation with the 4 of us. You see, people go in different directions. They do. I will highly recommend this to all of you guys. Right? CG2, Joey Dell, Donna, Bambi, Octavia Grace, Shannon, whoever it is. If you feel that you are enjoying the place that you are in, but you have an issue with such and such another person, you have that option to just block. They can't see your comments. You can't see theirs. The only way you will know if they are in the conversation is if the content creator puts them on the panel or puts their comments on the panel like this, just like this. That is where. So use these tools, guys, because you can still have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful YouTube experience. Right, Shannon? It works. But what if they change their account? Whatever it is, Adam. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Interesting stuff. So again, I don't do that whole nonsense over here. It's just not my thing. I will, of course, answer any question that is asked of me with a reasonable answer, with the utmost respect. No yelling and screaming at an individual with another individual. I'm not going to motherfuck ALV with me and Joey Dell on the panel. I just won't do it. I just won't do it. Now that if it's somebody that did me dirty, I get it. Right. Because yes. The social club feels me unconditional love. Love the comments by the chat. Yes. Gerard, the senior senator. Great show. Thank you. Gerard, we just keep it real, as you know. I don't have any enemies. I wish no ill will on anybody. God takes out the garbage. It's out of my hands. If you're doing me dirty, backdooring me somehow, you're going to get crushed. It's proven already. Cheech, my man. That is the great Octavia Grace. Cheech. Osada, are you still here? I got a question for you. Feeling great today, guys. I feel great today. I hope you do. ALV's got a little cold. He's under the weather. But I feel pretty good. I got to tell you. I didn't see it. Great words from you, Octavia Grace. Hey, man. Again, I'm going to say this. Some people lack, it's not a bad word. Some people lack what's this called, Donna? What do you call this? Donna's doing it. Lack what do you call it? To go on the screen. What is this called, Donna? Help me, the teacher. Hey, teacher, or Donna, somebody help me. Bambi. What do you call this? Confidence? Is that the word, Donna? Confidence, Cheech? I don't know. Some people lack the confidence to come up on the panel. And I get it. I totally understand. So pretty soon we will have our lives by the pool. That's coming up next. We will have our lives by the pool. Osada, where are you? I need to ask you a question if you're still here. You probably went to sleep. Yeah. Presence and likability is something, yes. The it factor, I guess. Yeah. Octavia Joey Dell wants to know where you're based. I guess it's confidence. I look sunburned. I'm not sunburned. Well, I got the sun shining right on me here. Look, I'm in the sun. I got the sun shining on me. This is my color. I can't get sunburned. I'll get cancer again. I cannot get sunburned. Osada, what happened this morning? Would you like to come up for a minute? Osada, get your happy ass up here. I want to know what happened to you today. Let's go. Get over here, you. Get in. Get in. Confidence and grit needed to panel. Okay. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, I do believe you can do a show. Cut it out. No. I believe all of you can do a show. Sometimes when people feel under the weather, it is because they ate pizza that had meat on it and then left it out for over 3 hours. Where are you coming up, Adam? Where are you coming up with this? Where are you coming up with? Look at this avatar. Would you look at the avatar up there? I can't. Look.
Yep, and you're in the window.
It's Stendo on the party, and I'm in the window. Look, guys. Oh my
What's going on?
What happened? Donna came in and said you got blocked this morning.
Oh, it's because I was playing a movie, Tombstone.
Did you get shut down totally, or you just what?
No, it was just interrupted for a little while. I went back.
So what? A couple of minutes?
Yep. Yeah.
I think it stops for the amount of time that you were streaming it. That's like your penalty.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't even realize it. I went on YouTube and it didn't even look like it stopped, but I got a message that said it was. So.
Well, you won't see it while you're streaming. That's why you have a second device when you're doing this stuff. I always have I don't have it today, but I typically have a second device going, and I know when I got hit.
Right.
Because I'm a viewer.
Okay.
And I say to them, I'm going to play this. We may get a hit. Hang out for a couple of minutes if we do get hit.
Right. Yeah. No, they all bailed and came over to your show because it was close to you starting anyways. So
6:45. All right. I just wanted to know. You all right over there?
Yeah, doing good.
All right.
Yeah, just busting balls like usual.
That's what we do. We bust balls here.
Getting ready to bake some birthday cake this morning. That's about it.
Making a birthday cake?
Well, yeah, I'm going to make one and advertise it on Facebook today.
Did you see what I sent you guys the other day, that waffle, or you already lost your self-service before that day?
No, I seen it. The Dubai?
My God. This Osada. It's unbelievable. What they did is they made a homemade waffle. They put Dubai chocolate on there, melted. 3 scoops of ice cream, some berries and fruits, which have no business being in that mix right there, and whipped cream. This is sick. This Dubai chocolate is still popular. It's sick.
Yeah. Yeah, I had somebody buy 2 of them yesterday. The only customer I had bought two Dubai bars. So,
wow.
That does sound good, though, with the ice cream. I don't know about the berries, but the chocolate, the ice cream, the waffles, that sounds pretty good.
The berries didn't belong. Way too healthy for that disaster of a dish. I mean, it was, it didn't belong there. The berries didn't belong there. I guess you have to throw it in a little bit, but you really didn't need it.
Yeah, just for good measure, I guess. That's funny.
All right, what else? Oh, Godfather and Goodfellas. Okay, before you go, why do you consider the Goodfellas better than The Godfather as the greatest, so to speak, movie of all time?
Well, for me, it's not. I can't get into The Godfather. It just never did anything. It never did anything for me. I watched it just recently for you guys. It is a good movie. I mean, I joke around a lot, but it's a good movie. But it just Goodfellas for me. It gets my blood boiling, my juices flowing. I love that movie. I feel like I'm there when you watch that movie. I want to be there, and I can't explain it. It is just it's that good, and I think you know what I'm talking about.
That's a masterpiece of movie making. That he did it so well that you're there. He's got you in it. That is the captivation, and that is the skill that a producer or director needs to have. And he did it with you, and he did it with. Listen, Martin Scorsese did it with the world, obviously, and it was able to. So, okay, so here's where the difference might be. There's a cultural mix more so involved in The Godfather than there is in Goodfellas, and that could be boring to some. I can get it. The cultural aspect, the non-understanding of how the Italian family might work versus street crime and all that other stuff in Goodfellas. There's totally two different things going on. So I can understand where some people that don't relate to the culture might get a little distance from it. I could see it. I can understand it. I can understand it because I'll watch these movies with older Italians, The Godfather 1 and 2,
right,
and 3, and they are captivated by it because it brings them back to a time that they understood in life. It's a masterpiece. It is considered, I think, one of, if not the greatest movie of all time made.
It is. Sure.
So, yeah, in popular, in the masses. But I don't know. It's your movie. You are a Goodfellas guy. It's what it's your favorite movie of all time. I love it. The only thing I will say about a lot of these movies before we go is that they do not capture, or the people who are watching refuse to capture the negative aspects of the life that is how it is being portrayed.
Sure.
Nobody really pays close attention to the endings when they're all dead or in jail. Most people pay attention to the flashy suits, the girls, the Copacabana, and all this other stuff. Unfortunately, the negative aspects get drowned out, and people, their minds get just drawn in by the positives of that, which the negatives outweigh any of those positives that you see. 100%.
Yeah, no, that's true. One thing just on the side note about Goodfellas too, the soundtrack, the songs that are played throughout that movie, I can't really think of another movie where the music is such an important role, and it amplifies the scene so well. Like when Jimmy Conway decides that he's going to kill Maury and Sunshine of Your Love starts playing. I mean, it's so powerful.
Wow. It's so well done. It's crazy. You're right. Every song in that movie fits the scene and the time frame.
Yeah. Yes.
Beautiful. When he's walking through the Copa.
Yes.
Come on. It's just, you're right. You're right. That's masterpiece. Now that takes a lot for a producer to get rights. You have to get the rights. You have to get the what do you call that? The permission or the written consent to use these songs. It's very difficult to get songs. If you'll notice, The Irishman does not have any. It has one. They wouldn't give him all of the things that he wanted for The Irishman.
Huh.
I think there's only one real song in there. Chaz Palminteri got it for Bronx Tale. They gave him a lot of leeway. He had a tough time too, and he was on a tight budget. And Martin Scorsese nailed it with Goodfellas. They let him do whatever he wanted to do with the music. But
Yeah.
Apparently for The Irishman, he had an uphill battle getting music rights. Crazy.
Yeah,
listen, Osada, that could be a lot of things. That could be politics behind the scenes.
Sure.
You got Robert De Niro in there. Some people hate the motherfucker, right?
Right.
You don't know. Whoever owns the right to these songs that they wanted, they might have said no.
That's true. I mean, that's so true. In the 90s, that wasn't even on the table. They didn't care about that type of thing. Now it could ruin a career.
See?
Yeah, that's true. Good point.
Who knows?
Yeah.
All right, Osada, I'm out of here. I'm wrapping this show up, cuz.
Yeah. Thanks for having me.
Thank you for coming up. I'll talk to you later.
Goodbye.
All right. So, guys, I got to tell you again, if anybody ever gets blocked that you're watching, you don't love. I loved it. I loved The Irishman. I loved Godfather 3. If you're watching a show like this and Scorsese is a genius, but some of his movies are difficult for me to watch, and I can't watch them all. You're right. What did he release? The Saint? I think one of them. I think he released The Saint. Yeah. Yes. So Francis, I'm happy you're back. What a pleasure to see you back consistently. Missed you. Hope you're well now. I know you are busy, but it's nice to have you. Yeah, Joey Dell. And Goodfellas is it's another masterpiece. And right now, Goodfellas is free for you guys on Hulu, whatever that's called, Hulu. Yeah. Yep. So I'm going to tell you one more time before you do go that if anybody you're watching, could be Dindu, could be Donna. Donna doesn't stream much of these things. Oh, yes, Donna does. Yes, Donna does. I think Donna puts a little Patrick Bet-David in there. I see that. Yeah. Yes. So if they get a block while they're live, just hang out a minute. Yeah. Busy life. Yeah, you're busy with life. Natalina. Oh, my God. What did you just say? That's a beautiful name. What a beautiful name. Natalina. Oh, what a name you guys picked over there, Francis. That's just a beautiful name. I can't say it enough. Hey, teacher, look at that name. That's beautiful. Beautiful name. Oh, I love it. You melted my heart with that one. I could see the preciousness just in the name. Natalina, have some pastina. Nona wants to give you some pastina. You don't feel well, Natalina? Come on. Let's have a little pastina today, Natalina. I would not shorten that to Natalie. I would not shorten that to Lena. I would keep that Natalina. You know, my daughter's name is Toriana. They shorted it to Tori. And they shorted it. It's a beautiful name. I'm in love with that name. You got me today, girl. You got me today good, I got to tell you. Yep. Listen to me, you guys. The 102nd consecutive Coffee Talks has ended. We're going to go out with a little cultural vibe right now by the lovely Sarah Collins. I got to get out of here. What a great time I had with you guys today. Some may say the show was a bomb. Some may say the show was a disaster. Some might say the show was a masterpiece. I got to hear Octavia Grace's voice 3 years after the last time being on panel with her. I got to have Osada up to talk about this little thing and the Goodfellas Godfather thing. And I'm going to call this A+ for me personally. Not for anybody else. I'm here to start the day in a positive way, have a little coffee, and get my day going. And I won't look back at this show. I don't reference this show again. You know what I mean, Pete? It's over. Tomorrow's another day. You'll never hear me. Well, this one was talking about. No. Fresh content every time I push the button. No references to other shows. I don't need other people's content to have a conversation. Nothing. Fresh conversation here. We never know what's going to happen when we open up the doors of the social club. It's always different. We only have now. We only have now. Now, Tony Soprano said the worst form of conversation, the lowest, Tony Soprano, the lowest form of conversation is talking about what was instead of what will be. Now, I can say I'm a little mixed on that one. And the reason I say I'm a little mixed on that one is because we have less tomorrows than we have of yesterdays. So I have no problem talking about the past. Last question. Was that a horse's head last night? That was a Gapatzel. Well, that was a lamb's head. My friend picked up the lamb, Octavia Grace. I was at my butcher. My friend Manny picked up the lamb. My dear friend Nico Ferry. Nico, if you're watching, my dear friend Nico Ferry and my friend Manny were picking up the full lamb because today is Greek Easter. Today is Orthodox Easter, ladies and gentlemen. If you're Greek, today is your Easter. So Nico Ferry and my friend Manny went to my butcher Anthony. They got the lamb. He didn't want the head. So Anthony cut the head and just left it right there on the table for everybody to see. And this is what we saw. And right now, the lamb is on the skewer for 6 hours spinning. And that's where you're at. It was not a horse's head. It was a lamb's head. That's a Gapatzel, but sheep, lamb. Did you see it? Does anybody want to see the Gapatzel before I go? This is what Italians eat. Let me show you real quick. This is what Italians eat. Where's my channel? Where is my channel? Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Posts. And here you go. He's looking right at you. He's looking right at you. There you go. There's the Gapatzel. Let me put it up here. Share the screen. If you want to close your eyes, close your eyes. But there is the Gapatzel right there. Bang. Okay, he's looking right at you. The tongue is out. Pete, look at it. Look at that, Pete. The Gapatzel is right there. Avango. Look at the eye. Some people eat the eyes. Yeah, the Italians eat the head. I don't. But yes, many do. He was going to give it to me. I'm not cooking that. He said, here, you want the head? I said, no, man, I can't do it. I can't do it. It's not for me, guys. It's just not for me. So that's the Gapatzel right there. I don't know who likes it. Look what my friend said, and he was a jockey. Yeah, awesome. Yeah. Nice and clean, Francis. Yeah. Why do they eat it? I don't know. I don't eat it. I won't eat it. It's not for me. Dean Du said he'll eat the whole thing. He doesn't care. For me, I can't do it. I just cannot do it. All right, listen, I'm out of here, guys. I'm going to rock and roll. Let's let Sarah Collins take us out. Tommy Stig. Yeah, the fur is gone. Well, let me explain to you something. I'm going to tell you something, Shannon. A friend of mine's grandmother used to cook it. We used to be in her basement. My friend Pietro, his grandmother, his nonna, used to cook it. There is a problem if they leave some hair on there. The hair burning fur, whatever you call it, smells worse than anything. It smells like holy hell when you cook a Gapatzel. It smells disgusting. So what you got to do is you got to cut the head in half, open it up, you take the brains out, you mix it with a little breadcrumb and olive oil and some seasonings, and you put the brains back in the head. You take the tongue and you season the tongue, and the jaw meat stays natural. Then you cook it half head, eyeballs and everything. But the brains is like a little pasty. Now, I have tasted the brains. It's a little bit on the pasty side. I don't recommend it. But if they leave a little hair on there, a little fur on there, the house smells worse than it smells. Almost as bad as cooking tripe. Really? I didn't know that, Shannon. So that's the same thing with the dead animal, the Gapatzel. I got to go, guys. Let me go out with Sarah Collins right now. Speak Softly Love is what we're going to do right now. Here we go. Tommy Stigs wishing you all well. I do appreciate it. As I always say, your presence is a present. I'll see you tomorrow or maybe tonight on a Sunday night at the social club, depending on if Fern is available and if I feel like coming on. Ciao. For now, take us out, Sarah.
Speak softly, love, and hold me warm against your heart. I feel your words, the tender, trembling moments start. We're in a world, our very own, sharing a love that only few have ever known. Wine-colored days warmed by the sun, deep velvet nights when we are one. Speak softly, love, so no one hears us but the sky. The vows of love we make will live until we die. My life is yours, and all because came into my world with love so softly, love. Wine-colored days warmed by the sun, deep velvet nights when we are one. Speak softly, love, so no one hears us but the sky. The vows of love we make will live until we die. My life is yours, and all because you came into my world with love so soft.